Hey everyone, I figured I'd make another what's in video before I went to bed. It's one of those about to be midnight nights, and I think I might list for another hour or two, or at least get some stuff ready. Um, I try not to stress too much about getting things folded and packed up once it's listed because I've been having decent enough luck, thankfully, where items are selling the the night I go to sleep after listing. Which kind of helps. I'm still gonna end up putting it in a bag anyway, but it just shows that it doesn't matter about having it folded and packed up and put away. Maybe I'll get lucky and one of the pieces is never gonna even make it to the storage bin. Also, it's how I rationalize being lazy when I'm tired and I don't want to do too much of the mind numbing. For this, I went to college work, as my old man used to say. But yeah, right now I'm looking at a rack of stuff that is, I think, all listed, aside from some trousers in the back. Um, they just need to be folded up here, probably before I go to bed, and then they'll be off my mind until they are ready to go. Um, that being said, I said in the last video that I just recorded, probably a few hours ago, that did my routine of dropping off at the post office. And because I'm in super stress mode, where my little gray cat needs medical attention that she is getting, but she needs the bills covered, I'm just going to be going out every day, listing every day, and just burning the candle at both ends until neither of us have to worry. I went back to Father Joe's after the post office, and I'm guessing that they do the discounts and it stays on a certain tier for a few days. And I might have just gotten lucky. I went Monday, so I think Monday is when they roll over the price tags. It might be every week, and that's it. It was still blue, yellow, green, and all the shirts had been picked through by yours truly. And that isn't to say that maybe the day before is when they did the discount shift. Either way, I just looked through the trousers. I don't even need to be wearing this. Apologies if I was super loud. I was going to listen to some music while I worked. Hey, Hank, please don't look at these comfortable pants. You're not going to lay on them, buddy. So yeah, I just did the trouser run. I think I looked at a couple sport coats, but they just weren't in fashion enough, and I just wasn't in the mood to deal with them. But for $2, I could have easily added some sport coats. So yeah, I spent $29. The only full price item was a Patagonia at 8, and I got a Volcom tie dye T-shirt for myself that I'll show. This is a vintage Levi's action slacks, a pair of trousers. Oh, you know what? I'll cut as I go. There we go. Let's be cohesive with our workflow. They're just some grayish pants. They had a little bit of peeling, as polys tend to do, but because of the resilience, it doesn't fully like wear through or tear. I mean, looking at the tag, making sure it comes up there. It's not a modern pair of pant. It's a flat front, which is nice. Talon latch, and I think it was cuffless. Yeah, and it's got, actually, it only has like an inch of material. I think it was brought in, so someone's gonna be happy with these. These were, oh, that's right. I had this action slack Levi. I think around 24 to 34. Some were selling. Oh, apologies for not having this ready. 35, 34, 23, 16 with a dash through it because someone compromised. Just kidding. You should totally be flipping fast and getting these pieces to good homes. Look at that funky pair. Oh, just went to their store. Oh, I'm so used to that saying say original listing. Ooh boy, those look nice. So yeah, a safe $10 to 15, a safe 10 to 15, a lucky 25 to 35 potentially. Up next we got decent pair of gray. These are the Reese. These are wool women's trousers. I think I was looking these up on the other pet tab. Yeah. So the tapered smart stretch trouser can go for 83 euros or whatever. Uh, I don't know if that translates exactly to the dollar right now. I think we were close to having parity right now. That's not the euro though. They're off. They Brexited it. Let me make sure these were wool or had some wool in there. It's 100% wool. Awesome. So this is the kind of pair I can sell past the $30 mark, 30 to 50. Don't know if I'm going to get lucky and pull off an $80 sale, but worst case, it's $10 for a $2 pair. Again, because of the wool, I think these are going to be on the higher end of the price point I can ask for it. And they should be a quick list. I did a good job of making sure everything was moth hole free and stain free, and organized my cart so I don't have to worry about anything getting wrinkled. I'm trying not to create too much work for myself. It's crazy when you put yourself in these like stressful environments, but you need to have the success. There is no failure. Your brain just really clears itself of any cloudy judgments. Also, that's coming from someone that's now been a month alcohol free, so maybe that's why I can go quickly into let's see how we can figure this out and make some money mode. Also helps having friends like Mick and Matt, who I've seen firsthand, turn their stuff around and make a decent living. So, what do I say at the end of the videos? Keep on keeping on. This is a pair of J. Crew Ludlow trousers. It's like a wool blend. Got a kind of nice textured. You can actually feel the window pane. It's just kind of nice. Again, these look fine. The Ludlow sport coat, Ludlow. That was one of the ones I bought on a trip with Mick. I went to the Goodwill in Chula Vista. That I just bought something because I felt like I was already wasting my time there. Everything was just priced a little too high. Again, it was priced good enough for you to buy the things to wear. Not good because there was nothing discounted for me to resell. There's nothing that gave me a comfortable enough window to buy anything aside from maybe a couple sport coats. Pardon me. Had a late din-dins. But yeah, that Ludlow sport coat, that was one of the first ones of the waves of sport coats that I ended up starting to buy to resell because it turns out that they do all right. Yeah, Ludlow trousers. Ludlow trousers. Ludlow trousers. Right pants. 25, 35, 31, 39, 99 for a brand new pair. 24, that vest was a full set 63. Good deal. Good deal. Again, $2. So that's $6 across the board there. That's projected at the very least $30. Um, I'm guessing around $50 after the eBay fees and all that. This is a Bonobos, a brand that I see all the time. A brand that I've seen in stores. I think Targets, and I never looked it up. I saw it so frequently and I saw it in certain stores, like where I'd see, I think, Goodfellas, and I just presumed that it wouldn't be worth even looking at or carrying. And then meanwhile, I'm hanging out with Mickey, and he tells me he picks it up every time, every chance he gets a Bonobos. I don't know if Bonobos is a high end brand. Okay, so they're carried in Nordstrom. They're probably like a rack brand too. Yeah, not a bad deal. Gotta stop writing trouser. Start writing pant. Yeah, look at that. 21 bucks potentially on a used pair of decent Bonobo trousers. 24, 44 on that one. Again, a safe bet at 10. I got these at 2. If I can, after my net, make $8 or whatever, $10. That's still pretty good. A lot of people are just doubling. If they're making $2 per piece and listing 10 a day and they're all selling. That's on the low end. Obviously, it's not ideal, but yeah, I don't think this is too bad of a deal. I'm gonna start carrying bonobos more often. Let's see how these do. Hopefully, I can get these listed tomorrow. I might go thrifting again. My last batch of or my last run before I have to make sure everything here sells. This is a Brooks Brothers Regent Brooks Cool. This one, trying to remember what I saw it going for. There was something Brooks Brothers Regent. I think it was also in the $30 range for what I could expect. 24.69 for a new pair. So yeah, it was just kind of intellectual laziness that made me not want to deal with going through the trousers, the pants last week. I just grabbed the Armanis and that was it. And I kind of moved on the jeans that were on one side. I really should have been more efficient and thought had used some forward thinking and just spent another $20 from the 60 to 85 and gone through the trousers. I mean, not that I'm beating myself up, but there was some good stuff there then. Um, and now paying better attention to the pricing, I know that just swinging through those spots on Sundays and Mondays might be the, the the thing to do. And then sticking, there's something to be said with sticking to the furthest discounted items. It leaves other stuff there for the other people that might get use out of it as well, and it won't lower my overall profit margins. That's a big problem. You get a thing that you get, a thing at full price, and then it just all of a sudden sits on your shelves. And you're like, oh, I just ate that. This is another trouser right here. Boom, boom, navy. I hope the color's coming off decently. I checked the videos. They seem to play fine on VLC, which means they're uploading fine. It was just my internal media player, my Windows media player was for some reason giving me a stuttery response. So I was bug testing something that wasn't even happening. This was what, like 31. I got to give it a proper measurement. Who were these guys? Workers Unite Canada. Yeah, absolutely do not recall. These are just some blue trousers, blue pants. Jones Court. 31R Wool Lane. Yeah, folks, I'm sorry. I don't know. Ted Baker. There we go. The buttons. So there's some Ted Baker pants. I don't know where I saw it earlier. Let's see. Who I got? Ted Baker pants. 15 to 20 to 24. I've always loved the Ted Baker I've owned personally. I don't know if they're particularly high end. I know they're like a rack level and above brand. I don't know if they oversaturated and kind of exhausted the audience and everyone didn't want to buy their stuff after a while, like Robert Graham and Bugatti. Okay, this is what got me to stop at the booth. It's Vito Ruffalo, just an Italian. I think this was pleated, yeah. Flat front or pleated front, cuffed Italian pure wool pair of pants. This, I believe, was actually going for over 50. Ruffalo. Let's see. Vito. Looked it up already. So nothing over 50 and the pants. It was the sport coat. Oh, the suit and trousers. Um, yeah, I don't know. I just had the thought of 50 in my head. Is he going Vito Ruffalo? That's 11. That's not. Yeah, it's okay. It's nothing too crazy. And again, it's pleated. It's not gonna ask for too much, but maybe some old man's gonna be really happy with them, or it'll go to some theater group that needs the mobster look. But yeah, another one at $2. looking at the other pocket. I'm hoping the other stuff I got. Okay, there we go. I was almost worried that I might have forgotten it. This one I think is a keeper for me. It has all the fold marks. It looked relatively new, felt relatively crisp up until I shoved it in the backpack. But it's a Volcom tie dye. Might give it a few wears myself, so that I'm eating. This is, I think, a ladies, as Mick would call, Patagucci. Patagucci. So this was, I think, a women's Patagonia. I saw similar ones going for around 15 to 24. And then if these are the other ones, then after research, I can ask for a little more. You got a little bit of fraying on the cuff there. Not the biggest deal. I think there'll be a quick flip, maybe not necessarily a top dollar type situation. And then I couldn't find anything on these. I was just kind of again, dealing with shit in your head. I was just on autopilot. These were at half off, so they were at $4 instead of two, where the other ones were like 75% off. But these are some Red Bull Flight Air Race pants. Red Bull Air Race. Didn't see anything online. I saw the Air Bull store. It didn't have these exact pants. I was just gonna look them up and see what the dilly dally with these guys are. Um, as a novelty, I think I can get at the minimum 15 to 20. Uh, but it might be one of those things I get lucky and they may be some collector piece or something that maybe stands out to someone. Um, 29 bucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So $3 an item. Really brought up the average by having my T-shirt in there, but I think I'll wear it in good health. And I've been pretty good at putting one piece in, taking two pieces out, because the length of my closet is mostly my clothing from back in the day and what I've acquired for myself. But yeah, whew, this is one of the shortest babies I've ever birthed at 18 minutes basically. But yeah, folks, thanks for popping in, letting me drone at you. Send me some good thoughts. My cat doesn't care, but I do. Um, and yeah, I'm really happy. I am stressful, but or stressed, but I am really happy to see that I'm getting paid for my work. That I'm getting a good amount of sales. I had 3 sales come in since the video I recorded a few hours ago covering the sales. So that's really nice. 2 sales, sorry. So that's really nice. Sent out a couple offers before I did the video. Uh, the James Purse sold for 14 bucks. Another one I got for $2 at the African Alliance that routinely seems to have them. Even though they're stained sometimes, I'm just gonna grab them every time. The rock bleach trick I've yet to do. I've yet to need to do. I just mark and list any flaws that may be on them, and people buy them as they are. Um, but yeah, I gotta get to folding these 6 shirts so my cat Hank doesn't scratch at them. 10 shirts, whatever. I need to get 4 items prepped for shipping tomorrow. I need to get some rest, and I need to do some bill foo so I can cover the last of my rent and still have like 50 bucks to go thrifting tomorrow. Be well and keep on keeping on.